We are here in turns 1 and 2 at the Roseburg Indoor for the 2019 Winter Showdown night number 1. These guys want to be in the video, so you can say your cart number and say what you're racing tonight.
I'm Casey Simmons, and I drive the number 88K 250.
I'm Waylon, and I run the 7H 250.
I'm Colin Hurst, and I run the 8K box stock.
Rip the lip.
Yep.
I'm Emmett Lowry. I run the number 6 beginner box.
I'm Dakota House, and I run the 89H box stock.
I'm Mason King, and I run the 7K box stock.
My name is Kristen Crisp. I run the 18K in box stock.
I'm Kendall, and I won 91K.
I'm Drew Berry, and I won the 19D 250.
Oh, you guys were already in it. Oh, these guys got in it again. All right, thank you guys so much for helping me out with the intro. Everyone here at Roseburg, dude, they are huge supporters of the Tanner Holmes vlogs, and they love them. So I'm glad that we get to hang out all weekend. So 2-day show, 2019 Winter Showdown. This is just night number 1. We got 2 days ahead of us. It's gonna be good. Track is super hooked up right now. Bottom's got a lot of grip, top's got a lot of grip. Typical way to start out the night. As we go on, I think it's only gonna get slicker, the track's gonna get better, and I'm just really excited to get into the weekend. One of the biggest races in Oregon all year long, the Winter Showdown. Let's get into it. Right now, I'm just putting on a few tear-offs for the heat race because we just went out for hot laps, and I can tell you we're definitely gonna need these tear-offs. I just threw a few on Carly's helmet. She didn't have as much time because she has to turn around and get in for her 250 heat race and then ride in her open heat race. So I just threw 3 of them on. That should be plenty. The track was super hooked up for hot laps. I tried to run the bottom, and I think I needed to drive it in a little bit harder. I didn't put the GoPro on for it. I just thought, you know, you guys have seen hot laps here so many times. You know what the track looks like. But we'll be heading out for the first heat race here soon. They're getting after it. The schedule's going quick. I just want you guys, go to the comment section down below and comment, who do you think is probably in my heat race? You know, just think about the pattern that's kind of been happening every single time. If there's one person in the whole pit area, I know you probably don't know many of the names here, but who do you think's in my heat race? I'll give you 1 second. I'll give you 1 second. Yeah, you probably know. Carly Holmes is in my heat race. My sister, her open car, we just finished making the adjustments. Right here, my dad's putting it down off the stand. So this has been happening over and over again. Carly and I will be in the same heat race. The first open start she made, we were in the same, I think she started right ahead of me. The second start she made, we were front row of the heat race and then the last row of the heat race. And now tonight, we're on the same row once again, the second row of both heat races, heat race 1 and heat race 2. So Roseburg will not give my parents a break. They just have to keep stressing. Both of their kids are in the same heat race. So I'm gonna start, I think it's I start 3rd of the first heat race, and Carly starts 4th, and then we flip-flop. She'll start 3rd, and then I'll start 4th. I think it's something like that. Anyway, we're both on the second row. The factory QRC number 18T car was really good in hot laps. The track was super hooked up, and the 4-stroke just had lots of power. We were able to come off the corner. It's not super rough out there either on the top, so that's a benefit, you know. The track's really smooth, and I think it's gonna be good for racing. The first heat race might be a little bit tougher to pass because it is so hooked up, but we'll be heading out for that here soon. My approach to this first heat race is I just need to get as far to the front as possible. Really good locals in the heat race, so this will be interesting. We gotta get to the front if we wanna be in a good spot for later in the night. open heat race number 1 is over, and the track right now, it's so much different than the last time we were here. The last time we were here, it got slick really fast. It was racy. The bottom was pretty good. The top was pretty good. You could really race. Both lines were slick. And tonight, it's the complete opposite. It's like if I was comparing it to an iRacing track, it's like 0 or 5%. So I started third, I ended up finishing second. I couldn't really run down the leader. I caught him a little bit as the race ended, but it was just the track was so fast around the top side, and that's where we were running, just hammer down, lifting a little in the corner to try to get through the ruts, or not the ruts, but there's some bumps, and the 4-stroke hops a little bit, so I was really trying to just keep the front end calm on the ground and go forward, and I just wasn't able to really catch the leader. Towards the end, I got closer and closer and closer, but I just ran out of laps, and even if I would have got to him, I don't know what I would have done because it's so fast, it's hard to throw slide jobs. But we're heading out for heat race number 2 right now. Hopefully the track gets a little bit slicker and a little bit easier to pass because I just know it's super hooked up right now, but we don't have a huge car count, so I don't know if it's really going to. I know we have, I think, like 18, 19 open, so it's decent, but it's like we have like 50 of them, so where the track will change so much. I think it's going to be still very similar to the first heat race. But Carly will start 5th, I'll start 4th. Let's head out there right now. Second heat race is over, and I wouldn't say it was brutal. We advanced, we started 4th, we finished 3rd, but I didn't feel great out there. I gave it everything I had. I threw a huge slide job on 2nd, and then down the back straightaway, I threw a slider to get, and I was 2nd temporarily for about maybe 0.1 second, it felt like, you know. I slid by, and then the guy, he crossed me up, and I almost wrecked because he came back to the top before he was 100% clear, so I had to brake, and from there, I tried to get back to him, but it's hard to throw a slide job here just because the track is so fast right now and it's still so hooked up. I would say it didn't change much at all from the first heat race, which is kind of frustrating because it's just hammered down. And I understand they do kind of have to manage the track a little bit because it is a 2-day show, but I'll be able to explain the whole heat race a little bit better. We'll go look at the track after these last open heat races finish. Guys, I'm down here at the track, and check out these RC cars. They're little sprint cars. Wouldn't it be cool if we had a whole field of these things and like 12 of them and just me and a bunch of my friends and we were just ripping them around the track at home? Maybe that's something we gotta do in the future. But anyway, we're down here in turns 1 and 2, and now I've been talking a lot about how hooked up the racetrack is. Well, there's a few things that play a factor into it. I don't know how much they really watered it. That would play a factor, of course, but it's really cold here in Roseburg, Oregon. You can almost see my breath on the vlog. So that's also gonna play a huge factor. It's not gonna, you know, if it was 100 degrees out, it definitely would slick off the track a little bit, but it's really cold. Here's the middle between the crease and the bottom side of the racetrack. Look at this. This is super hooked up. There's tons of grip right here. Of course, you're not gonna be running, but just showing you. And even the bottom still has a lot of grip. Right on these discs, I mean, you have to drive it super hard. These guys are having a race on foot. Oh wow, the A main just started here with the running guys. But anyway, so turns 1 and 2, very hooked up. Same with 3 and 4. Here's a look at the top side. I would say one of these tire tracks is my slide job. So I went wide open into the corner to throw a slide job on Christian Osborne. I almost hit the wall because you're just going so fast and there's not much you can do. I came out about right here. But my conclusion on turns 1 and 2 is it is gonna stay hooked up. And I guess we're not doing a dash tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but I've talked to some people, and it sounds like we're doing a pull shuffle. So that'll be super interesting, especially with how fast this track is. It's definitely gonna play a factor because we're not gonna be able to build up momentum for running the top side. So the top might not be as good as it usually is, but we'll just have to see when we get there. And also down here in turns 1 and 2, we have a bunch of fans. Okay, so earlier, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but it's gonna be like Oregon versus California fans. These Oregon guys are on top of it. They know the intro, they know everything. So you Cali guys gotta step it up down there in Red Bluff. All right, you wanna be in the video, buddy? What's your name?
Silas.
And what class are you running?
Beginner.
Nice.
Mason King, and I'm racing box stock.
Waylon House, and I'm racing 250s.
Uriah Boardman,
What class are you in, beginner box?
beginner box.
Nice, good luck tonight.
And I'm 21.
Awesome.
Rylan Fane, beginner box 81.
Awesome.
Carson Crisp, box stock and 18K. Albert Gill, box number 34 JR. I'm Kendall and I weigh, I don't know.
Beginner box? Beginner box 91K, I think.
Yeah.
From earlier, yeah. Beginner box 91K. So, like I said, you Cali fans got to step it up down there in Red Bluff next time I see you next weekend. Here's a look at the lineup for the pole shuffle. So he'll go out last. He'll be second to last, third to last, you know, so on. So we'll be battling one of these guys down here. I'll be going out the 5th car. So it'll be interesting. I haven't done a shuffle here in I think 2 years. So we'll kind of just see, like I said, a lot goes into the pole shuffle because you're not able to have momentum already built up because you're starting at the line. So we'll just have to see. We need to go make some final adjustments. And we got some heavy hitters in here. So we definitely got to stay ahead of them. Let's see if we can advance maybe from 3rd row at least to the 2nd row. And hey, let's see if we can get to the pole maybe first starting position. The shuffle is getting ready to head out right now, so I'm gonna be, so let's see, so we have 1, 2, 3, I said earlier I think I was the 5th car going out, maybe I'm the 4th. I came out 6th in points after the heat races. You know, that's decent right in the middle there. We wish we were a little bit better of a spot, but we definitely got our work cut out for us, and I think the 4-stroke will do really good in the pole shuffle. I will remind you, Kyle Larson at the Speed 51 Open Challenge, he has just went through the field with the 4-stroke. I think he went like 12th to 1st. Just went through every single person. I mean, of course, that's Kyle Larson talent and Kyle Larson skill and all that. But I'm just saying 4-strokes are very good for pole shuffles. They just take off good. They're really, really efficient, you know, for getting quick power. So hopefully that plays a factor for us tonight, and hopefully we can be really, really fast. I do get to watch a few shuffles go out, of course, because we'll be sitting in the infield. So that'll help and just kind of determine. I don't really know what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be the top or the bottom, because like I said earlier, a lot of the top plays in with momentum. You know, just get momentum more and more after lap. You get faster and faster. So when you only have 2 laps, you don't have much time to build up momentum. You know, you just get the green as you start and then the white and the checkered. So it's even less than Chili Bowl, because Chili Bowl this year, they did the green flag and then they did another lap and then the white, then the checkered. So it's 3. This is a total of 2. So it's going to be quick, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that saying. I heard it in truck series before. But anyway, so we'll be heading out for the pole shuffle now, and that'll just be interesting, exciting. We got some fast guys in front of us, got some fast guys we need to keep behind us. So let's see if we can just work our way through the field, and I would love to start on the pole tomorrow.
Wow.
I just got done with the pole shuffle. I'm gonna have to go watch the replay again, but just my initial reaction is I pretty much just got moved out of the way so hardcore. Like, not even, I don't know, maybe I missed the bottom, but I was on the bottom and all of a sudden I got like so moved up the racetrack, just taken all the way to the fence. About smashed in the wall. I did hit the wall. And yeah, I don't know. So that's just kind of what happens. It's just full shuffle. I mean, I ran the bottom. I knew that was a little bit better. I got to the wall and I was gonna give it back, but I hit the wall. You know, I just was all the way up on the fence. So it is what it is. We'll start 7 tomorrow. We are all loaded up. Night number 1 of the Winter Showdown is over. I wish it would have went a little bit better, especially after the success we had the past 2 times we were here where we finished 2nd and then we won. I think we had a lot of speed tonight. Just a few things didn't really go our way. I gave it my all, and sometimes that's just gonna happen. The whole pole shuffle deal, I watched the replay, you know, I do want to apologize, actually. I apologize that the GoPros, we had so many issues with them tonight. I wasn't able to get them running, or they weren't able to get turned on. It was just busy with Carly running 2 classes. So I apologize for the lack of footage in this video. That'll definitely be fixed for tomorrow. I watched the footage of the live stream, and you could see it clear as day. I mean, I wouldn't say it was the dirtiest pass I've ever seen, of course, but I mean, I got, oh, here, one more second. I would just say, I just got flat out moved. I mean, moved pretty hard. The thing is, it's not, I don't know, where can I set this and show you with my hands? Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, like, it's one thing if we, like, when I would have got moved, if we would have both stayed on the bottom, but, like, I got taken all the way up to the fence. All the way up to the fence. And what sucked is I think I maybe hit a bump, or I wish I could see the GoPro because that would help me a little bit more, but I can't really remember if I hit a bump. But I really, no matter what, I just wheelied right when I got to the top there because I was almost at the wall, and I wheelied and then I hit the wall. So there's some damage on our front end. We're gonna have to replace, I think, the whole right front spindle because it's messed up. And sometimes that's just how it goes. And remember, race others how you want to be raced, and how others race you is how you race them. But anyway, that's gonna end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share. That'll conclude night 1 of the winter showdown. And tonight I'm hoping for track prep. I'm hoping they don't touch it much. Maybe just leave it alone. Literally how it is fine. It's a little rough on the top, so if they could get rid of that, that might help a little bit. But right now, the state it's in, it still has a lot of grip, so if they leave it for tomorrow, it would be fine. It might even slick off a little bit. My worry is even at the state is that now, if it might not slick off still, because there's just so much grip there in the racetrack. So we'll just have to see what they do. I'm really hoping if they water it, oh my, tomorrow might be a hooked up slimy fest. But we'll just have to see what they do. We'll show up in the morning. We're gonna head back to the hotel now. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. Sorry we couldn't do a little bit better for night 1, but like I said, it's just a part of racing. We'll go after we have 40 long laps tomorrow. We definitely have a chance at the win. And Johnny Burke's also gonna be coming because he's gonna start behind me. Anyway, I'll see you guys all in the next video. Deuces.